Okay, guys. Hello. How are you today? Vegan Mama Me here. I got a special treat. Well, it is for me anyway that I'm making today. I hope that you'll give it a try and enjoy it too. This is wedding soup. But we're making, of course, a vegan wedding soup. A lot of people think that wedding soup is usually served at weddings, and that's, basically what it's for, what it means. And actually it doesn't. The original meaning of wedding soup is the marriage between the vegetables and the meat. Well, of course, we don't use meat. So ours is going to be the marriage between vegetables and beans. Yes. So what I just did was I sliced up my celery. And I'm going to make all this in my Instant Pot. But of course, you do you. Put it in your pot on top of the stove. And you'll know how long to cook it. It doesn't take that long. Okay, so next I'm going to cut up some carrots. Yeah, so there's a little background on wedding soup for you. All right, let's chop this up. Just dice it, And I'd line them up, and these are organic. Makes it easier for me to line them up and give them a dice. You want to try to make everything just about the same size so they cook, in the same time. Now, for these, I am going to saute it a little bit, just to put a little bit of like a translucent color to them. Do you have to? No. Okay, next with the onions. They got stuck in the bag and I couldn't get them out. Sorry for the time delay. It was a little bit of a second, but anyway. Here's my onions. Right now I have 2 small onions. And we're going to just caramelize these just a little bit. Okay. Peel that top layer of skin off of your onion. Okay. And I am going to put a little bit more onion in than these 2 small ones. I like onion. Can't go wrong with onion. Not for me anyway. The flavor just, is a very nice, mild flavor that I get from onion. And what you're going to do is when you saute these together, you're just going to kind of join the flavor. They're all going to join together in holy matrimony. Isn't that great? Great story anyway. All right, so I have this is a large onion, and I'm going to use probably half of it. You know, normally what they do is they'll make up some meatballs and throw in some meatballs. And we could use vegan meatballs, but why? We don't have to. I just don't feel like any sort of texture of meat today. You know, you get in those moods. I want just a vegetable. You know, you don't have to, well, for me, they don't have to be too small, but a regular dice. Instant Pot, it works so well, you know, cooking your soup that you don't even have to saute it. But I want to saute it a little bit just for the flavor. All right. Almost done here with the onions. And my eyes are tearing like crazy. Of course. There we go, all done. Now basically that is all we're going to put in there to saute it. And then we're going to saute these and take it from there. All right. Okay, my friends, we're back, and you see I sauteed the vegetables, and what I did, whoop, there we go, we're fogging up. What I didn't tell you was I did add about 5 cloves of garlic. Now, again, you do you. So let's go back here and finish up what we have to do. This is all ready to go. Now I just got to start adding in. This is what I'm going to use today. Better Than Bouillon. Never used this before. This is my first time for this. So, okay, it is vegan. It smells, you know, it smells like you would think it smells. It's made out of all vegetables. I'm going to add about 6 cups of stock to this. So I'm going to get 6 cups of water. That's 2. Four. Six. All right, let me take a look at this and see what it. Just making sure I have enough stock for what I want to do. I think so. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add 6 teaspoons. It's 1 teaspoon per 8 ounce. So that's 1. I'm not going to do too much of this. 2. 3. A little bit more. Yep. 4. 5. Alright, that's enough for me. I mean, you do 6 if you want. I don't know, I just don't want it overpowering with the broth. I don't like a lot of, I don't know. You know, I didn't like, alright, I'll put one more little bit in there. Alright, now we're done. So you use 1 teaspoon per cup. That's done. All right, all right. Now, our next step is putting in our beans. I washed and I drained Cannellini beans, so that's 1 can. Now, I actually could have thrown in dry cannellinis if I had them to this, and it would be done in the same amount of time as my soup was. All right, guys, you know what this is? This is the escarole. All right, so we're gonna cut this up. Now, for this, you can use, if you don't want to use escarole, you can use spinach. You can use, there's so many different things that you can use. It's your choice, as long as it's a green. This is the traditional, a lot of people put spinach and escarole in. I'm just doing the escarole. And I have a really big head of this. I'm going to use my whole entire head. Why? Because I want a lot of greens. Today's the Super Bowl, so I want to make sure I eat my greens. All right, this will cook all the way down. All right. Of course, use what you want in the way of greens. You don't have to use this much by any means. But it will cook all the way down. I'm going to leave it on top. I'm not going to stir it in. I want it to stay on top because I'm cooking it in my Instant Pot, and you know, the Instant Pot is it cooks pretty fast, and the escarole don't need that much cooking. Okay, that's it there. Let me give you a little show of what I'm doing. He's our president. Trump, 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 she says. See that? It's coming out of the top. There's so much escarole in there. Let's go ahead and put our top on. Okay, we have that on. Now, the choice is, what do I want to do? I want to do manual. Do I want to do soup? Let's see. I think I'll do soup. 11 minutes. How about that? There we go. All right, it'll start counting down and warming it up to the temperature it needs to be inside. And then in 11 minutes, oh, sorry, it'll start counting us down. And it's set for 11 minutes. And in 11 minutes, this will be done. How amazing is that? Not that I'm selling you on this, but for me, this is like a blessing. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, we're letting this, all the steam come out. It's 23 minutes after it's been done cooking. And I'm gonna take the top off, which I don't know why the steam decided not to come out, but it did. Smells great. What I do is I just put a towel over it, and it that way the steam doesn't go every place. We'll give this a few seconds to release whatever steam is left. See, I let it go 24 minutes after it was done in there, and that's probably why it built up steam again. Because I got busy. Let's see. It won't open until it's ready to open. And that's the way it is. But it's still coming out. And that's also because I have all the escarole on top too, remember? So, give it a few more seconds. Okay, we are ready. Whoops, see that? Yeah, all right.
Across the world, in particular, in America, we know what just happened at UC Berkeley, and some people feel that it's because of the rhetoric on the left calling it a Muslim ban,
Nice, nice. Oh, delicious. It's totally done. It's totally ready. Except, of course, we have to add a few more ingredients. Let you see this. How hot is it?
To vet it properly. Instead, they rushed it out very quickly. It clearly has some problems. Even they recognize the problems in implementing this.
Okay. Can you see inside there? Yeah. Should be able to see what we're doing here. So, it's got a nice soup consistency. Now what we still have to do to this is we're going to add some pasta. That's not going to be until I'm going to add some homemade Italian herbs. And the pasta doesn't come till the very last step.
You cannot govern in this country as president through executive orders, okay?
This is garlic powder. You know, I like garlic. Again, you do not have to by any means add more garlic. But because I like it, I do. So I added about a teaspoon. And then onion powder. Not much. The onion powder, about a half a teaspoon. And then I'll go ahead and cook up the pasta, and we'll be ready to serve. All right, see you soon. Let me get up here so I can do this right. Ooh. Take a look at this, guys. Look at that. This is wedding soup, escarole, and of course vegan. Nothing added in there.